Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to continue chemistry lesson 2 part 2 about chemical reactions and chemical changes. Hope all of you have watched the previous video. Now let us study more about chemical reaction. What are the characteristics of a chemical reactions? We should know if a chemical reaction is taking place or not. So in order to understand that, there are certain characteristics or certain peculiarities that we can come across. Some of these are given here. Let us see what are all them. Certain chemical reactions, we can easily identify by just looking or observing their reactions. First main thing that we can observe in a chemical reaction, in some of the cases it is about evolution of gas. When certain chemicals react together or certain elements react together, they release oxygen or release carbon dioxide or release hydrogen. That is, gases are evolved or released. For example, when zinc reacts with, here is an example given. What is the example? When zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, hydrogen gas is evolved or released. What is the symbol of zinc? Zn. Zinc reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, zinc sulfate, and hydrogen gas is produced, and hydrogen is evolved. Evolved means hydrogen gas is released, isn't it? So first step we can observe about a chemical reaction has taken place or not is evolution of gas. Okay, this is an example of evolution of gas. Not so much severe. If we take a test tube and do it in a lab, the amount of gas will be less. Okay. Next one, change of color. When certain chemicals or certain elements react together, we can see there is a chemical change in the form of color change, or the chemical change is shown as change in color. Here in the example you can see we have taken a yellowish colored liquid in the test tube, isn't it? A yellow color liquid is taken in the test tube. We are adding a blue colored liquid, isn't it? It is a blue colored liquid. Now what happens when these blue and yellow color mixes? We are getting a new compound which has green color, isn't it? Blue is mixed with yellow colored solution, and the product we are getting is a green colored mixture, isn't it? Green color. So this shows a chemical reaction has taken place, and we can easily identify it by change in the color, isn't it? Just an illustration. In your book, the example is given as a few pieces of iron are dropped in a blue colored copper sulfate solution. The blue color of the solution fades and eventually turns into light green due to the formation of ferrous sulfate. Okay, so these are for a understanding to know whether chemical reactions have taken place or not. Okay, next one is formation of precipitates. Precipitate means, you can see in the picture here, we have taken a clear solution, isn't it? Clear solution. But when we added another liquid which is also a clear solution, isn't it? But what happens, both of them mix together, you can see insoluble yellow colored thick substance is formed. This is known as the precipitate. For example, when silver nitrate solution is mixed with sodium chloride solution, we get silver chloride which forms a yellow precipitate or white precipitate. It is a different, but here in order to understand what is precipitate, I have given this picture, isn't it? So in the example as per your book, a white precipitate of silver chloride is formed. This is potassium nitrate. This is another picture. Okay, so a precipitate is insoluble and you can clearly see the formation of it, isn't it? You can clearly see the formation of it. So what is precipitate formation? When two substances which are colorless reacts with each other, we can see an insoluble substance is formed in the beaker or in the test tube. So that insoluble substance is known as the precipitate. So by precipitate formation also we can understand that reaction has taken place. Next one, change of state. We have studied about the different states, isn't it? Solid, liquid and gas. So when a chemical reaction takes place, change of state can be observed. For example, we can take the examples of ammonia, which is a gas. When ammonia reacts with hydrogen chloride or hydrogen chloride gas, which is also a gas, to form solid ammonium chloride. So when in this reaction, two gases combine together to form a solid product. So the states have changed. Two gases combine together to form a substance in solid state. So change of state also shows that a chemical reaction has takes place. So when a chemical reaction take place, any one of these changes may occur. Okay, changes may occur. So there are other also in your syllabus, it is not covered, and some of the others is heat formation. So certain chemicals when mixed together, when you touch the test tube, you can feel the heat produced in it. Okay, you can feel the heat produced in it. So it is exothermic reactions. So different ways of understanding that chemical reaction has taken place. Is it clear? I hope so. Next one, we have to study different types of chemical changes or different types of chemical reactions. So mainly you have to study 4 types of chemical reactions. First type of chemical reaction is known as the direct combination or synthesis. Synthesis means formation. Second type of reaction is decomposition. Decompose means one substance decomposes into 2 or more substances. That is decomposition. Displacement, one substance removes another substance from its place. That is displacement. Double decomposition means, or double displacement means, 2 changes occur. That we will study later when we come to those types of chemical reaction. First, let us see what is direct combination or synthesis reaction. So direct combination or synthesis means in this 2 or more substances joined together. That is called combination. 2 or more substances or elements combined together. For example, A is a element, B is another element. They join together, combine together to form a compound called AB. This is known as a combination reaction to form a new molecule or a new substance. For example, in combination reaction, 3 types of things you have to study here. First reaction type is, not as different types, but different types of elements when combined together give different products. First, if the elements that are going to combine is carbon and oxygen, both of them are gas, isn't it? Combined to form a compound. Here these 2 are elements. Carbon is an element, oxygen is an element. And what is carbon dioxide? Carbon dioxide is a compound. So 2 elements combine together to form a compound and heat is released. This is an exothermic reaction. Okay, so 2 elements combine to form a compound. That is the first type of combination reaction. 2 elements to give a compound. Another example is magnesium is an element, oxygen is also another element, and these two combine together to form magnesium oxide, which is a compound. That is first. 2 elements combine to form a compound. Second one, an element and a compound. Here carbon monoxide is an compound and oxygen is an element. So second type combination is an element and a compound combined together to give a new compound. Carbon monoxide plus oxygen will give you carbon dioxide. So 1 element and 1 compound. Another example, sulfur dioxide combines with oxygen to give sulfur trioxide. So 1 compound, 1 element combined to form a new compound. Third one, here 2 or more compounds. You can see that 2 or more compounds. Ammonia is a compound, hydrochlorine or hydrogen chloride is another compound. These together combine together to form a single product. Another compound called ammonium chloride. 2 or more compounds combine to form a single product, isn't it? Here both of them are compounds and these 2 compounds form a single product. This is the third type of combination reaction. Hope you have understood about what are the different characteristics of chemical reaction, how we can understand that a chemical reaction has taken place or not, isn't it? Then we started the different types of chemical reactions. First thing we studied about combination reaction. Combination reactions, we saw 3 types of combination. In first type, 2 elements combine to form a compound. In second type, 1 is an element, other one is a compound, combined together to form a new compound. In third type, two or more compounds combined together to form a single product or a single compound. These are the three types of combination reactions. Hope you are clear with it. Rest of the three reactions we will study in the next class. Hope you have enjoyed the class. If you like, please share, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all of you.